Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 9. Hope you are well by the grace of Allah. I am fine too. Welcome to my online class. Today I am going to discuss the easy way of taking auxiliary verb in the field of changing voice from active to passive. Now let us see the easy technique of taking auxiliary verb from active to passive. Dear student, you can see indefinite tense, continuous tense. That means in the active voice, if we find present indefinite tense, in the passive voice we have to take the auxiliary of present continuous tense. If we find past indefinite tense in the active voice, we have to take the auxiliary verb of past continuous tense. If we find future indefinite tense in the active voice, we have to take the auxiliary verb of future continuous tense in the passive voice. Now, technique now 2. You can see continuous tense in the passive voice, continuous plus being. I want to make you understand that if we find present continuous tense in the active voice, we have to take the auxiliary of present continuous tense plus being. If we find future continuous tense, we have to take the auxiliary of that continuous plus being. If we find future continuous tense, we have to take the auxiliary verb of future continuous tense plus being, and so on. Technique number 3. Here we can see perfect tense in the active voice and in the passive voice perfect continuous tense. That means if we find present perfect continuous perfect tense, the auxiliary should be taken of present perfect continuous tense in the passive voice. In the active voice, if we find past perfect tense, in the passive voice we have to take the auxiliary verb of past perfect continuous tense. If we find future perfect tense in the active voice, in the passive voice we have to take the auxiliary verb of future perfect continuous tense. Technique number 4. Here we can see modal plus verb 1. That means if we find a sentence that contains modal auxiliary verb plus present form of main verb, at that time we have to take that modal auxiliary plus be and past participle of main verb, that is here V3. Following this easy way, we can change voice from active to passive. Dear student, now let us see the example. Here in the active voice I have written here, we are learning English. I hope you can see clearly. Now let us change the active voice into passive on. According to the structure of assertive sentence in the field of changing voice, English here is the object of the sentence. So this will be object, or that means English will be subject and then auxiliary. As this is present continuous tense, so we have to take the auxiliary of present continuous tense and plus being. That is why here I have written English is being and past participle of main verb learned, preposition by, and the subject will be object as. I hope you have understood well. Thank you for watching my online class. See you in the next class. All the best.